Alright, first off, I want to apologise for not doing a review of the Lovecraft episode from Gotham just before it took its Christmas break, and that was in partial reason for me missing out on that review was because I was recovering from surgery at the time. I'm not going to go into the specifics because even if I did tell you, let's just say you're better off not knowing, but you'll be happy to know, fully healed, raring to go, so I'm going to do a quick review of the Lovecraft episode. Decent bonding and relationship for thereof between Bruce and Selina, and I like with Cameron that you really get to see this side of Selina, or Cat, whichever you prefer to call her. The street smarts that she has, and sort of teaches Bruce all these little things of how to disappear properly. Really glad to see Sean Pertwee get some really decent use of screen time, and just seeing how savvy and very clever that Alfred is, and just how the story plays out where the assassins who are looking for Selina because she knows something that's could be very compromising to them, and in the end Cat bails back on the streets again, sadly, and Lovecraft is lost, and for whatever reason the mayor brings all the heat down onto Jim Gordon, and Jim Gordon effectively just, and to quote from Ben McKenzie as Jim Gordon episode, it literally says word for word to the mayor, "Kiss my ass," and I'm like, whoa, we got a badass here. And he gets demoted to Arkham Asylum, which will then take us into Case 11, the Rogues Gallery. It's unsettling to see Gordon being demoted to security officer of Arkham Asylum, but as we know from the Lovecraft episode, he wasn't about to do things the mayor's way because he knows he's full of crap. Bringing in the character of Leslie Tompkins adds some nice diversity, because now we've got another character to the cast that has their head firmly screwed on and can smell BS from a mile away. Someone is doing some very questionable electrotherapy on inmates, where one is virtually brain dead and the other one is just on a continuous loop just quoting something from Shakespeare. That's different. The other subplots include Renee living with Barbara, that's going more south than an unpopular politician's approval rating, and Selina setting Ivy up at Jim Gordon's apartment because she found her sleeping rough on the street and sets her up just to help her get well. The Leslie Tompkins character is cool, calm, collected, logical, and a nice addition to the show. Mackenzie did well with the material given to him, acting as a security officer for Arkham, putting up with the abuse from the head director, and going over his head and bringing in the GCPD when things start to go a little bit suspicious. A very entertaining episode this week where Gordon doesn't catch the culprit on this occasion, but that said, it'd be a dull and boring show if the main protagonist got the job done and the villain every single week. Sometimes you need to fail in order to improve and succeed again. It's unsettling to see Jim Gordon in the position he's in, where he's reduced from the competent detective to a security officer for asylum patients, all because he stood his ground against the mayor and not compromise his principles. That, people, is what we call self-respect. Until next time, Gothamites, good night from the night.